Rotation in through the nose, out through the mouth. Composing themselves, somewhat of a ritual. Everyone's got their own. I saw Hugo Byron turn around 3 times, tap his chair with his knuckles, and one I won't explain.
Yeah, I threw salt over my shoulder.
Oh, you did?
Well, you know,
so everyone's got their rituals before the game. FURIA known to contemplate and have a moment of mindfulness before they get in, and that's exactly what that sound means. We're loading in Mirage, a map both teams are deadly familiar with it. Sprout, the underdogs. FURIA coming in to close here in that 2-0. It should be juicy. The individuals are awake. Cesarato and Art definitely having their way with Sprout and struggling to overcome the 4v5 disadvantages that were a product of those players playing as well as they were. Safe as well continues to demonstrate his prowess with that AWP. FURIA have an AWPer, and I've got Hugo Byron here for the ride.
Hi. Yeah, I don't think you could find a weak point on FURIA, but there were some for Sprout, right? Slow start for Raul. Spitty had trouble as well on that T side, so let's hope that Sprout come in rip-roaring from the get-go. Going to do that boost up on B, get Spitty involved, and he spots a lower player immediately. Those 1x bet odds do not look pretty for Sprout, but let's see if they can prove the numbers wrong. FURIA is setting up A smokes and running in off ramp. There's going to be an underplay from 2, and out they pop.
This ain't going to be fun. Not at all. It's going to have to be a retake setup. Slacks has got the cross held, 2 from CT. Art has got that on lock as well. It's going to be all on Slacks.
Oh!
Clean. Very clean. Gets more competitive now if Stair continues where he's been going. Struggling. Slacks to post a second. Drop can't source it. Spitty isolated now. An awkward death for Spitty to concede. Thankfully, Marix is here. The Luxembourgian. Right? Yeah. Luxembourgian?
Luxembourg. I don't know how you pluralize it, but yeah, that sounds about right. Luxembourg beast right now.
Ooh.
The bomb has slipped the net. It could just walk B. Right now, Rouse is considering that play, but does Safe want to make that magic happen? He turns back. Oh, back turn. Marek still. He might win it. No. 3 health the difference. Still Safe stands, and now a 2-on-2 ensues. Rouse has the kit smoke if things get into a retake. Don't go through that murder hole. You won't like what you see. Still, Yuri waits. Finally starting to clear spawn. This opens up a route to plant.
Gonna go for it. Stair at least confirms and chips away at Yuri. They've got nothing to work with. 40 points of health between the two of them. Messi. Rouse does not finish on the first opportunity, but Yuri cannot win a 1v2 with 10 HP. And Stair confirms our suspicions. Okay, pistol goes the way of Sprout, and that only bodes well for a competitive game.
No, it's what we like to see. I think the big question for me on these T sides for FURIA, or really in both halves, is like, can they close these advantages? They really should have won this map yesterday via Outsiders, but we had a couple of 1v3s come through. We had some 2v4s from Jame, obviously doing what he does best in those very late round situations. The map was closed in a 1v3 by Yakinda at 15-14. There are a lot of opportunities for FURIA to shut out that map and 2-0 this series, but it took them a little too long. They lost in round 30. So my eyes are on these mid-round situations for FURIA where things did get a bit weird despite nice openers, and well, we already saw an Ancient. Nice openers is all they gave us. I love the force though. Krieg out, and Safe still taps Slack, so I don't know just how many rifles are on the other side. This buy is brutalized by Stair, who swings through that Molotov. And now a 3-on-3 where FURIA try, a 4-on-4 where FURIA take late mid.
What? You spicy man. Krieg. It's been a long time since I heard a Krieg rattle off down Mirage. And there's a pretty good grounds for Marix to have a very rude shock. Might be Stair. He's usually good for it. Art has managed the spray. Marix reaction into Yuri, puts one of the 2 rifles down. Cesarato retrieves, it's not lost.
I mean, there's a 3rd AK dropped in mid as well. Drop could go back and get it. He's going to be left in con to lurk out into this A site. It's stuck in the window. It's lost to Sprout's control. They won't play it anymore. They've worked this one out. Spitty's aggressed through B. It's looking pretty clear. A picture being painted as the CTs get set up. Rouse is deep under the balcony. He's going to hear this ramp play, surely. Did they stop running in time is the question.
I feel like he might have whipped out the incendiary had he known. Now it will have to be just the bullets. Contact on the walk. Cesarato and Art, we've seen this partnership paying dividends, and they don't have armor on Cesarato. If you could just hit with that MP9, if you can hit before... that should be the end of K-Serato. Nice. Marex to strike in unison. And it will start to peter on out. Nicely done. Make it 2-0 and some upgrades to be had. That is the downside of the art buy, is you now have a CT with a 100% precise headshot and a one-shot. That's a little scary.
Yeah, I mean, FURIA gave Sprout an AWP in round 2 on Ancient, and it actually didn't get a kill until you know, FURIA got it back in their hands eventually. So it stayed alive for a few rounds, but it never had any impact. However, yeah, Krieg, CT, pretty dirty, however you paint it. And FURIA, they seemed like they were going to check under back. They seemed pretty confident in that clear, but we're also scared of window.
Speed.
Fast up, Cat. It's an Art classic. These are the 5-on-4s that he often delivers us. Slack's dead in mid.
Oh.
There's that first man down, and what will FURIA do with it? Because they don't have a lot.
Yeah, well, neither did FURIA. I mean, sorry, yeah, FURIA certainly have nothing but that AK. I can't believe he's managed to pull that one out of the hat so quickly. Slack's gone. Feels the wrath of FURIA. They really don't give him any gimmies. They will make it hurt.
Art owes Safe an AWP in the first buy round because Safe has spent every penny to give his in-game leader a gun. Of course, gone to good use, but this is what FURIA were doing in that game yesterday against Outsiders, constantly going for, you know, broke buys to set up a rifler, either Art or K-Serato, usually the guy that we look to, and
trying to break the meta. Yeah,
it's coming out. They just left B. It's only Spitty here anchoring alone as FURIA gets set up in apps.
And Yuri fires off a shot to confirm their suspicions, albeit misplaced. So this 3-man setup on A, if K-Serato could even kill one prior to the commitment B, that will sell them. Maybe Spitty gets caught. It will be the A players to activate first.
Noise made yet, but that will be the death of K-Serato. And Yuri now just wants to turn into a late lurk. He wants to kill rotations instead as his team dive out B. They won't clear. Spitty, nice spray, and he gets a third as well. That's the round done and dusted with no kills on the B entry. They are ready for Yuri on ramp. That Deagle was heard earlier. So yeah. Sprout go 3-0 up, and things are good to start.
There he gives a well-deserved fist bump and requests a timeout off the back of that. You can see that it was just a question of Spitty holding his nerve and holding his spray, gets all 3, and immediately the problem is solved. Going to be very happy with that one. Proud of his boys. They gambled incorrectly, but still hold off against what was just a hero AK buy. And yeah, at least Safe gets an AK this time. Art is happy to come in. Like, you can see they've done their calculations. They crunched their numbers. They'll just have Art on a bouncy Mac 10 to open up proceedings here. I say bouncy, you see many teams. I think Heroic are one of the ones. I've seen Amanek in the team in G2 when he was in the starting roster. You can use a Mac 10 in a multitude of different ways just to actually, you know, it's not a disadvantage when it's applied in the right way.
Yeah, it just really makes these hero rifle rounds look prettier as well. The fact that, you know, you're under the expectation that you're going to play this gun in your first buy round, and at least it's Art on it. And hey, FURIA.
It's all his util, everyone's winning. Let's see how this ends up.
Mid take. Marex is putting the Krieg up mid. He will bail out a connector and let the AWP take the angle instead, but FURIA are very late. How patient are Sprout in middle when they don't have the underpass info? Could just get walked on right now, smoked out of mid. Default on A for FURIA. And no hurry in this round. It's surprisingly slow given the buy they have. It's Spitty to make the first move. He's going through the app smoke, trying to find a cubby, a corner to hide in. A guy that we've seen on this Sprout team for 5 years now. A shocking amount of time. Art selling a fake on his own up towards the A. It's not already fake, but just a majority player on ramp. That is not the case. Right now, Sprout think there are 3 at A. There's only 2, and they're coming up middle at the same time. 4 on the site for Sprout. It's a good read. How can they hold on?
Oh, shooting gallery for Marex Krieg. That's a demonstration. The rest, just a likelihood, unless Art's Mac 10 feels like that. He's making a round out of this. Stare stops it in its tracks. Bomb under his toes. And now just tightening the noose. You got one in ladder. It's Stare who could swing, or Slacks way downtown to connect the dots. Call it 4-0.
Yeah, when the nade drops came in, we were worried, like, one man can throw such amazing executes, but we just saw the pain of that, right? You want to throw them so fast that so it doesn't look like it's one dude throwing it. And what happens? Art gets the wrong lineup, and he throws a smoke that lands on top triple. I'm presuming that's not on purpose. It was useless for everyone involved. So, yeah, it's a bit awkward there for FURIA when they try and sell that on ramp. But nice to see the Krieg paying its dividends.
Yeah, they have replaced it now, and we are going to be jumping into another fruity, bloody round.
So FURIA, isn't it?
It is.
It's not even safe or ping.
It's art, baby. He knows what he wants. 4-0 Sprout. They've managed to keep 3 players alive as a minimum, bar the pistol. Or bar the pistol, not a P, but a B. And maybe that's the letter they plan to hit here. Spitty instead dispatched to defend it for now. Marek's just going to be housekeeping that jump up.
I'll be grossed out if FURIA win this round.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, there's no pretty way of...
There's enough util, like if they get just enough map control, enough respect to be set up, they can run you down. There it is, spoke of util. There's one of the 2 smokes deployed. They've denied information from Connector, and now you mantle up Yuri for a late arrival.
Yeah, Art's got to be careful clearing. He's going to get seen by Cat if Marex goes a little bit further, but he's in no hurry to fight. And FURIA really want this orb to find a pick. It's not being given to them. To a B, K-Serato keeping on pressure from apartments, but now he's been smoked out. Art's looking for this kill that is not being given. Again, Spitty is up to no good in apps. There's the orb. Missed shot. That was their opportunity. The pistols have to take space.
A missed opportunity for sure. Art does not make the same mistake again. Oh, it looked like it was him. Marex catches it. But this is still a threatening round. Weapons on the ground. Soon, perhaps the bomb as well. 20 seconds and counting. Marex stands his ground. Art knocks it off. What a shot to get a site open for a plant. They have to cross in. Yuri's been rumbled. Slacks aggressing for the denial. Oh, on top of his head. K-Serato mantles his teammate, makes it a 1v1. Art wanted the orb, and he justifies it. FURIA win off the back of the AWP.
Oh, it gets so scary there. The slowdown, they knew about the window boost as well. Yuri's late lurk isn't even needed, and Art finds 3 kills in the midst of the madness. I love that K-Serato goes up and over. It's the only way to guarantee you're on the right angle to get that kill. Any wider, and the orb can isolate default and drop Art, then the round is done. Doesn't matter if K-Serato trades. He had to stand on his in-game leader's head.
Look at that.
And look at how it works. It's beautiful. 15 seconds and Art is still trepidatiously walking into the bomb site to plant.
Look at this.
It's so good. It's so FURIA.
It makes so much sense, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on your framing. Poor Sprout have to swallow that bitter pill.
How do they do it?
Now they're working on a bit of a nasty one. They've cobble together what they can with all of their student loans. It's MP9s, it's FAMAS, it's messy. Safe now allowed to AWP, but I guess, you know, we've just felt the wrath of Arts. Safe will be a very different flavor.
Yeah, it's nice to see him at least giving it back after Art comes in with a big 3K round, but he respects his main AWPer. Going back to a couple of ace smokes for K-Serato. Does he have some drop to, again, run this fake out on his own? We'll have to see. Again, the window boost. It's a consistency of this T-side for FURIA. Orb set up. He's going to hear the click of the pin with Rouse close as well. And the drop, jiggled. And no way he dodges that shot. K-Serato, very skinny right now. He can't afford to commit. He doesn't even know about Rouse. It's a fake being sold, but that smoke locks Rouse in a corner. The K-Serato will clear. Art's up connector. It's an AWP on default. Nowhere to go, nowhere to hide. And FURIA run wild over the A site to win this round. You've got to save.
Yeah, I mean, we may have missed it there on the main PGM, but watching the way Art baited Marex on that window jump.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just so frustrating. He was just showing his barrel, jumping 2 or 3 times. Marex starts to unload his mag, and as soon as he's committed to that uncertainty, he's spraying and committing to the pattern, that's when Art hits the 1 bag. Really cruel. He's having a great start. I'm going to keep track of the opening kills because you were doing a great job of that on Ancient, and it was a very big determining factor. So let's listen in and check in on that as well. So he has just found himself his second successful opening duel. And that puts him at 2 and 1. So not a bad haul considering we're only, 6 rounds in. And he's participated in 50% of those rounds in an attempt. Let's see if he can kind of continue that trend. No fun for Sprout. Put yourself in their shoes. They've had to deal with the Hero AWP win. That's right, a Hero AWP win, which has completely just swung the pendulum. This is what I was talking about. You can see Marex just getting toyed with and then eliminated. Brutality.
You throw the flash, you show a bit of arm, and that means that player stays looking at the flash, thinking you're going to peek with it. You know, it's the gamble of, do they peek before or after the flash?
This boost works 90% of the time.
Who would clear this, especially considering Yuri's out top mid?
Safe wood, maybe? Let's find out. Does he continue, and will they hold their nerve? Looks like they are going to dismount.
Oh no.
And now on the way back, imagine.
Ooh. See ya.
Getting out of dodge. Okay. I mean, to win one back would be incredibly hard fought. They've got 2 weapons to do it, and that's it. That is it. A little bit of a 5-7 thrown in for good measure. Serato is just hunting for anyone that wants info ramp. He will take that shot.
But he knows, yeah, he saw him. He just couldn't get the guaranteed kill. And that's a nice way to do it over the top of triple. Serato never saw his opponent until it was too late. Tracing is safe as he comes out ramp. Ready for a close player. They wanted to go get that gun, increase their armory. Instead, they have to back up. Double USPs under a Molotov would ruin this round, ruin the A setup for Sprout. Smoke coming in, and yeah, you know they want to clear this under position. That's the intention. Bit of cover. Oh, he's going through the smoke. What a cheeky bugger.
It's such a maneuver. He's having fun. And so are we, getting to watch this unfold live. Art has taken 2 down on the A site, and the rest should and could fall into place in the next 10 seconds.
TikTok.
No one to contest. Bomb is down. Great utility. What little they had remaining has enabled a safe plant, quite literally. Nice Molotov to force them forward, and a hit shot on that AWP. They will swing on him. Doesn't fall for any shoulder funny business, and now, yeah, Step, no hope for a defuse.
Oh, well, if the AWP wasn't going to do it, the nade certainly would have finished that round. FURIA, they are just so entertaining to watch. There's no team quite like them. It didn't feel the same, you know, when you start putting them up against Tier 1 and they were in this like transition period, and Junior wasn't really, you know, fitting into this team well. Obviously, we always use that language barrier excuse, but now that that's not a caveat for FURIA, they have just been so exciting. Art has been up to his usual tricks. You've got a prominent AWP. You still have Art primary AWPing some of these rounds and pulling in his spice, as he's already shown us. There is no reason not to love this team. A double negative, perhaps, but there's no negative there for Marix apart from the Molotov after that kill. Is it worth it? We'll have to wait and see. FURIA are going to bite down on the opportunity given.
Yeah, it will at least allow the MAC-10 not to feature in the complexion of the remaining 4. CTs drop out of smoke, and that is the... well, that was one of their 3. 2 remaining now. Art walks out. Just walks out, just as Stair looks away. Rouse, however, has been jumped and catches both of them. Element of surprise gone. Serato will defend his teammates' honor.
Needs to leave.
Yeah,
can't wait for Todd to come in on the bomb, surely.
Spitty versus Drop, a battle of patience and wits. And Drop's got the drop on him, pardon the pun. Slacks to try and close a 1v2. Now the bomb, it's likely to finish A. Serato and Drop have got the control and the information they need, and it looks like Slacks is going to drop the smoke to try and fake them out. This is a really tough one to pull off. He's hoping by dropping that smoke, he catches Drop here.
One step ahead. Won't fall for it. Yeah, could be triple, could be in the site, right? With not only Serato leaving, that window opens where a player can reaggress, but also, like you said, the smoke to fake it out. And Drop reads it like a book. It's a nice call out of FURIA, and they find a 4th. Considering that was a double kill down on ramp from that A1S, like they didn't even know where to look after Rouse got this kill. Look at the second player, no consideration. That silencer pays off, but it's still a trade in Serato. When he's up, you can't count him out. 4-4, FURIA build into this T-half after all, and Sprout back to the drawing board. Pistols in this one.
Okay, so you can see the intention. Molotov buys an extra couple of seconds before they throw it into action.
Oh, they've got cover though.
They're fully covered, and the molly's very short.
Yeah.
And that's not the conclusion we all anticipated. 2 on the deke. Nice work from Slacks. He doubles his score. Contributes nothing in the grand scheme, but Stare, maybe he can knock another on their ass. It's a heroic attempt, just the very tip of the head, and he will continue to walk to his impending doom. 5-4.
Mate, if the Molly lands top boxes there, that's a recipe for a round. I don't know what happened. Did they get peeked perhaps while throwing it and just had to lob it ASAP? Whatever went wrong there for Sprout, it could have gone very, very right. A nice eco idea, a nice attempt, as FURIA have been very slow in the mid in most of these rounds, with the exception of Art charging short. And if you're going to use a tactical timeout, take a breather here going into a full buy. You know, it's times like these where FURIA, they call the timeout, you think they're cooking up something excellent, and then they just charge you B. But we'll have to see what Gary wants the boys to do.
Are you hydrated, Byron?
I am. I'm a regular water drinker.
Yeah, that's true. You always have a water bottle on you.
I do. Ready for any opportunity.
I'm always really impressed. Like, Hugo has this kind of knack for having a water bottle when everyone is thirsty. Like, no one else has come prepared. You're always prepared. It's just something, if I was describing you in one word, it would be prepared, I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's the best I can come up with. It's broadcast safe.
Everyone's welcome to drink from the fountain of youth.
Yeah, I don't know what your secret is, but it's only going to steer you well for the next 40 years of your life.
Yeah, I'm actually 45.
Yeah, it's amazing. And, you know, you keep your vampire feeds really well hidden. I think Hugo's just your... Harry's just your minion, you know? Like, he's like your familiar, you know? You come out,
my maid, depends on the day of the week.
Oh, your maid, definitely, yeah. But that only links more to my vampire theory.
My room is so clean, mainly because I just sleep in a coffin.
Yeah, you have to go keep it dark. Kisarato has been dispatched to the Palace position. Now, ideally, he's not dead until contact is found. I think he wants to be a little bit of a late arrival. That may not be up to him if they want to go aggressive, and aggressive has been found and connected. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I'll slow down. I'll slow my roll. Stare does seem like he wants to at least delay. He's given it a good gut, but no one's moving. What is this just a question of Stare? Can you just die?
How it's the round.
You?
I mean, when you only see Art there, right, you don't actually know. Like, if it's a full B rush and Stare gets 2 kills, suddenly you're considering a retake. But that is just a route to a save. And yeah, that's the artifact right there. He's in your head. Was it just one man? Because Spitty had that deep B angle before the smoke. You know, as the smoke fades, he sees no one in underpass, no one in apps. He just sees the in-game leader, but the whole entourage was right behind Art. And that's crazy to see, considering Spitty, we know, has been doing that all game, but FURIA have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and also, I guess when Art is half the time on the other side of the map from his team and half the time leading the pack with it, you know, you have the happy effect where you end up second-guessing it. If only that we need to explain the happy effect. If only he had mixed it up occasionally, you know,
that's true.
You really could have got under their skin. Art shows up in apps. 3 people keep their feet planted, and poor old Stare is left going 1v4. Make it 6 for FURIA. That's a good T-Haul. 1-0 up in the series as well. So Sprout, they've had competitive maps. I think they're obviously the closest of which being the double overtime affair in their opener.
But that hurts if they're always going to be the bridesmaid, not the bride, right? Always coming close, but not winning series. However, I think it also gives props to the group we're in. I think it would mean the other teams are underperforming if they're letting an underdog like Sprout come in and take upsets. Obviously, we don't really know the form of everyone yet, but right now it's proving to be as threatening as expected, maybe even more so with Ents rip-roaring.
Yeah, good movement from Slacks, gets himself up and over. We've got Safe. Very close on his shot, knocks the fingertips off Aral's and involuntary nail clipping. That's nasty. Now what?
Very slow defaulting for FURIA. I kind of respect it. Not the most common T sides in these last couple of rounds, but they've been allowing Sprout to, you know, give them the pick, turn from the flash with his double T AWP. Art wants to flex as well. They're wondering, wow, that's a fast rotate, but no, it's another man, and he's looking to get in the B site. Walking through the window, Spitty can't find the angle yet. Flashes to keep him occupied.
But now you're screaming, double AWP T side, boys.
Just don't peek.
Don't peek.
Oh! Ah! Run!
Slacks.
Oh, who does this? How is Art alive?
He's still hanging out, and he might pay off. Stare goes down.
Yeah.
Finally, he's punished. But goddamn, now you know that the mid side is wide open. Absolutely barren. And Yuri's right to be pre-aiming that. There is one hiding behind the default box. Oy, oy, oy. This gets bad from worse now, unless Rouse can activate with very low HP. He needs clean headshots.
Oh, that'll do. It's not clean, but it will be a kill, and he's baiting for his teammate at the back of the site. The molly will do nothing, but the plant can be denied with 12 seconds. That's surely the round.
Surely.
Just about kills here for FURIA. Can they make it spicy? Slacks needs to run away, and he'll be absolutely fine. Drop, no time for it. It's going to be a 5th for Sprout. Nice try, but that little man hidden at the back was enough of a bait, especially after seeing Rouse there. I think also the realization that was a B attempt for FURIA is why Rouse tucks in ramp. He's so assured that they're all middle and B.
Needed that from Rouse. It was such a compulsory frag, and by doing so, it draws attention away from that denial of the plant. 12 seconds, just not enough. I mean, this is what happens when you play FURIA's game. Sometimes, you know, you win by the craziest of margins, and sometimes you lose by those small margins you work by and die by.
God, I love how Art is crouch walking through windows with an orb into a triple B stack and still finding picks. Like those, you're so open the whole time. He's back up against the wall. He's turned into a tiny little turtle, and he's still getting 5-on-4s for FURIA.
FURIA are a caster's dream, and I'm sure a viewer's dream as well, just because there is absolutely no doubt you will be entertained.
It was hilarious because Harry brought up a really good comparison yesterday between FURIA and Outsiders, like the polar opposite of not just game styles, but in-game leader styles between Art and Jame. You've got the most aggressive, abrasive in-game leader in Counter-Strike, and then you've got the accountant of Jame, the guy who will always be living, always be last in, and the T-side pacing was hilariously opposite in every map of that series. Actually a really good game, even if Outsiders underperformed.
Wallbangs thrown through by Art. He's trying to show that AWP presence. The double AWP T-side. Now, it didn't pay off once. Does it pay off again? This is another mix-up for Sprout to try and deal with.
Oh, facing mid is a danger, knowing that this double orb's in play, but Sprout, they wanted to, they seemed interested. Spiddy might be calling for that one flash from Slacks to go over middle, it does. And they're going to be fighting on the smoke phase. Spiddy, oh, it's a transfer, he gets one. He's still locked in with no util to get him out. That molly could be a problem. Spiddy survives with a double and gets out into CT. It's a perfect start of a round for Sprout in this 5-on-3.
The only way this goes worse or bad is if Art can actually open up the B site here on Spiddy.
Surely not.
Oh, he's ratted the fade. I actually don't think they know. Drop is killing everyone in the meantime, so Spiddy's hard work has been nullified, and they might even have the site. I don't know if Spiddy knows. I don't know if Spiddy knows, unless Art has been scoping.
Surely he dropped. Surely he made some noise. The AWP tag, and finishing job by the AWP. Art clears the corner. He's seen Spiddy there before. 2-on-2 now, 18 seconds. They're going to have to get into this B site quick. A default plant will be allowed, and Sprout have now got to be on the retake with no util.
All right, not fun for this retake. Art posted up. Baited. Oh, lovely. The elevated leg. Baits the AWP shot. A couple of flashes aren't going to get him far. It's about these positions of the CTs. Here comes Slacks on short side. Slacks trying to make space, but Keserato's dealt with him. Now Rouse really is in dire straits. No time for this.
Yeah.
And will have to back away and accept his fate. 16-9. I will reiterate, I will repeat. 16 frags for Art so far. He is having a flying game.
What about the openers, Alex?
Yeah, we're on the same page. I was just about to see where that leaves him. He has now taken part in 5 opening duels and won 4 of them, 4 multi-kill rounds. And he's participated in kills, assists, or a trade at 92%. 92, that's a very... Anything in the 90s is incredibly high in terms of contributions.
All while calling really nice mid-rounds for FURIA, right? Like, obviously, that one's a bit of a giveaway for Sprout. Spiddy gets a... Spiddy's pissed at his team there. He gets a 5-on-3, and they double walk Con and just get picked up by Drop. Like, he's the guy in the mid to shut down Sprout on the re-aggression. And then, of course, the beautiful B entry that Art provides us as well.
I don't think Spiddy's trying that bench corner again. It worked well once, and now... Oh, my God, there it is.
5-on-1 for Art.
They're in. Yuri with an opening just like that. He just strolls in, and this is the round, ladies and gentlemen. Yuri doubles his kills and secures an 8th. It's sometimes as easy as that. Cut and dry.
Yeah. It was an inevitability for FURIA to stop respecting Sprout, but now that it's here, oh dear, reality has come crashing down. Oh, almost, but not quite. And Spiddy getting spammed. They hear that. They know where he is, or at least they should. Safe on the corner, scoped up. Speedy's got to save.
Leave him with nothing is the objective.
Nice way to get out. But even then, is he just delaying the inevitable? It certainly feels like it. Safe ready with the AWP. Oh, Spitty, this would be a big kill. It would be an escape route, but Drop won't allow him. And 8 rounds to FURIA. They're looking for a double-digit half, Alex, and I don't know if Sprout can stop them.
There's very little that seems to be able to stop them. Very driven are the FURIA boys. 5-1 in opening duels after that previous round. But yeah, you can see how this one concludes. Yuri just walks in and decides he's had enough. Open for business, and Spitty does manage to keep hold for a moment longer. Tech timeout has been called. Looks like we're just fixing something with an FPS bug, so just hold on a second. It's been a while since I've seen that one.
Yeah, log address _ add space 1 or res change, or restart the game if you want to play it safe.
Yeah, and the real fix that I was proud of is, you know, when the console just refuses to have a letter. For me, it's
H. Yeah, that is the consistency. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So H is always buggy.
Got the fix.
I have the fix.
Okay.
Smooya taught me the fix, but you just open your Steam chat and you type the letter H to someone, and suddenly magically everything works again. So you don't have to screw around with your res change. You're missing the spawn. You miss your buy. I've had awkward moments. We all have. But that's the quick fix to make being able to type H, so you can say go to hell properly.
Yeah.
And we're off to the races. Oh my god, they've only got 1 AWP on the T side. Really mixing it up now as a nice strafe down. Look at this aggression. They're going to have early info B, Hugo, but that isn't going to be the best case with these some slightly armored Deagles. Yeah, this smells and reeks of a 9th.
Oh, he's...
Shadow betrays him. Dark to be cleared.
That's a lazy clear.
The laziest. Lax with a quickie on the Deag. 2 very successful bullets. Artmac 10 is a threat, but bodies are dropped as well.
Arix is still here. They know he's here. He got that spot under. Rouses kill connector. Drops come in from the Palace to at least trade things out, and now it's all down to Art waiting this smoke. But if he waits any longer, he's a dead man. No, he's not, because he just turns around like a Beyblade, spins this round on its head, and finds 9 for FURIA. Don't get me wrong. Always was supposed to win that round, but ample opportunity for Sprout, and you can't even insult them. You can't even say Sprout did anything wrong in that position. FURIA, they've just got a sixth sense.
Marix lived for so long, and then by the time that their hunt was activated, Art just has a premonition. Like, they should be focused on the fading smoke and the Marix peak, but yeah, you bang on, you can't fault Sprout. Art just turns his hat backwards and says, let it rip.
Voldemort, mate. Eyes in the back of his skull. He's playing chess right now, and Sprout, they are not on the board. 5 rounds on this CT half. Auto sniper into the double AWP. That Queserato just dropped an AWP. There was a 3rd sniper in play. Art is trolling. Yeah. Art is having a good day, and he is just being disrespectful at this point.
This is when he's feeling himself. This is when he's really, he's ascended. He's in the Matrix. He's got it firmly plugged in. He can download anyone he wants to, and for now, he's just embodying a Terminator.
Oh, the Doom Hammer is back.
I mean, come on. If you want to really break morale and test Sprout's mental, hearing that rattle through connector at 70 seconds, that would get me.
This gun is so little used that it says undefined in the ammo count on the HUD. We haven't even prepared for this weapon. Who would? Art is having a great time, and I'm here with him.
I don't know, part of me wants to see it succeed, part of me wants to see it crash and burn. The disrespect, bro. He's brought the auto sniper.
And he's lurking.
And look, there's an AWP at spawn. Just in case they wanted it. Safe's opened up. Spitty is known. He's got a 5 seconds before the fade, but they're jumping out, bringing the fight to him. Spitty not dead somehow. Yeah. And now they're both looking the wrong way. The bait and switch is huge as Stare and Spitty combined. Queserato looking to go divine. A 1v4 becomes a 1v2.
Fast flank. Will he be ready? They often are, but not today. And with the auto snuffed out, so is the round for FURIA. They have fun with it at the end of the half, and Sprout at least pick up the pieces. I'm not sure if it will be enough. With FURIA feeling this way, they're ready to close in 2.
kinda it was a straight swap, but compared to Faven and Kai, we had two really aggressive guys, and now we have a bit more passive style, I would say, but still with some aggressiveness. But because we have Stair, he's not as aggressive as Faven and Kai. So that's why we had to change a bit up, and I think it's good for...
Hello, future professionals. It's that time again to showcase a smashing smoke for Mirage. Today, I'll be teaching you all how to smoke CT as a terrorist. To do the smoke, line yourself up along this door. Aim at the corner of whatever this thing is. Then jump and throw. If done correctly, CT will be perfectly smoked off. Combine with the stairs and jungle smoke and A site will be yours.
FURIA 9, Art 20. To give you a summary of that first half, it was the T side where FURIA do some of their very best work. It's a little different, it's certainly fun to watch, but that hasn't been without its ups and downs. They did go on an absolute tear, but Sprout with 6. That's respectable. They managed to build 4 of those in the opener, and that could be enough to work with Hugo. Dare I say it, I'm walking into the cliche. This is an important pistol.
Oh dear, they all are, Alex. That's the secret.
Let's see if they can do anything with it. Art has gone for a smoke kit, so if the bomb does go down, keep your eyes peeled. One expert leaning, oh good God, heavily in FURIA's way. I haven't seen it greater than 9 before. It's up to 13. Brutality as they wrap on into the B side. 3 here to receive.
Stack is nice, safe. Here's them come around the corner and he picks the first. Oh, it's sweaty. Marix will trade, but at the cost of 2 of his teammates. He won't make it much further either. Spinny in the sight, not for long. Yuri getting another, and Spinny's trying to hunt these kills. Maybe there's a chance, maybe there's a hope, but this bomb is coping if you want to try and get it down. It's a 2-on-1, and they're both keeping pressure on this lone player. He's about to get swung from door, and Art, there was a chance to close the round. It might be K-Serato instead, and FURIA are back with a pistol. It may have ended with an undefined round, but it's an undefined half for FURIA, who now sit with another in their pocket.
All right, you go, Byron. All right. They got nothing done with that, so we are anticipating. I don't think they're quite going to take a leaf out of the FURIA book. We're not going to be having a Galil running rampant into our second. It is just going to be, wow, yeah, the purist. A single flash has been invested. Doesn't really get much more economical than this.
Oh, I like the stack though. Astralis-esque, right? All on middle, waiting for the overcommit. You can actually boost on top of this tin roof. I don't know if you know, maybe we'd have to run it with our admins to see if you can do it in a pro game. You can do it in your pugs though.
Okay.
Or at least your matchmaking games.
I mean, there's almost no doubt that that wouldn't be cleared
for
Shizzle.
Still not patched, but that's fine. Sprout, they don't want to play with the pixel walks. They'll just walk out mid instead. One flash. Now, the question is, when do you use it? Is it just to get mid control? Or if you get mid control, is it into A? Or do you never go mid?
I would suspect it was to try and catch a CT looking for mid info. They just haven't given it to them at all. They're quite content with sitting here and letting the fight come to you. Oh, I thought that was a Yuri one bang there, but it's nicely managed. Couple of Glock bullets find their way into Yuri's helmet, but he'll just take that off and pop it on the display case. 11 for FURIA. This is map 2, and already looking like map 3 is not a conversation for today. Get the AKs out. Let's see if Rals can corral his troops into a successful first T-gun round.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. You know, we're only on day 2 of Group B, but what a world we're in if it's FURIA and ENTS to go 2-0 up, and Vitality and FaZe. Obviously, Vitality with a win in the pocket. FaZe are yet to do so, going to be playing later. What a world if these are the teams topping the group. Obviously, everything can change moving forward, but it's certainly a nice Cinderella story.
No Mouths, no G2, potentially no Vitality or FaZe. I mean, this is...
I don't want to go that far yet.
I didn't say you were going that far, but you did just, you started that conversation.
Yeah.
That is totally possible, given how competitive this Pro League group is. And we saw in Group A, as I referenced, you know, one bad day, 2 bad days, it accumulates very quickly into a punishing missed top 3.
It is all about starting strong, right? Often we get to that last day of the group, and for some teams, it literally doesn't matter, or it comes down to the other teams in the group performing better or worse. It's out of their hands, so to say. So scary. That tag through the smoke was great info for Art to activate, and even though Stair will trade, it's a 4-on-4 with Yuri ready at B.
Yeah, he is so alone right now. Safe might be called upon. They haven't jumped into Yuri's arms just yet. Now, Spitty played this corner to great success. Will Spitty clear it? No! Caught out, perfectly timed as Yuri just destroys. And he's even got the presence of mind to clear it. Yeah, I guess the one question mark was someone lingering. He saves his teammate as he emerges from the kitchen, and Stair just...
saving his gun.
Yeah, doing his best. Staring at his monitor in disbelief. That's the end of that. Farming up. They get 3 AK-47s for their hard work. And yeah, the vibrations are at peak premium levels right now. Everyone's feeling the vibrations. So when Art's having a good game, I'm sure I don't have to be the one to tell you that when your in-game leader's feeling the game as much as Art is right now, the vibrations are by default going to be a whole lot better. Everyone feeling good. That was the greatest of plays.
Yeah, what a check. It's just not even an angle, really, but it's enough for Yuri. All right. Oh, nades into mid. Well, Yuri's coming your way, and a double, triple kill. Safe helps out as well, and the round is done. Art's got a Bison, by the way, in case you missed that in this anti-eco. I hope he doesn't keep it into the rifle round, but you never bloody know when Art's in the survey. He's had a Dak. Now he's on a Bison.
What are you doing?
And he's got a mid spawn with the Bison.
What are you doing, Art?
Drop under.
Young man, that's not a real gun.
Oh, but have you thought about how many bullets it has? That's a lot of bullets.
64 to ply his trade.
Oh, dearie me.
All right, so with an airsoft rifle attached to his hip, he charges straight on up for the early info. If Spitty dies to this, he's going to be so salty. Rouses up.
Blocking. They have no idea. He's smoking his retreat. Rouse is in con. Yuri needs to clear it. He won't. There's still a route back in for Art. He's running the smoke.
They're going to get punished. They're going to get punished for this. I think Kasada Yanko having an aneurysm right now watching this round.
That's what you get.
Yes, finally we get to see some justice served. Art getting very cheeky with it. It's a bit tongue-in-cheek to whip out a PP Bison on an anti-eco. Never mind a full gunny.
It's like a post-midnight matchmake.
Yeah, you know, that's where once the clock has struck midnight, there is a little bit of an extra freedom, but didn't check the clock. Drop. Sitting in CT, right where the round started is where his round will end. Been keeping track of Drop. I mean, you know, he has been keeping up with the boys of FURIA.
Yep, dies with them too.
And we saw him post, 15 over on Ancient. He is mid-table. Here on Mirage as well. But I mean, you know, what more can you do? Play the roles, fill the gaps, and let the rest of the magic transpire. Good to see Spitty not falling foul to any funny business. Furia fall.
Very nice alliteration.
Thanking you.
Double AWP. That's a little more sensible for Art. He's going to go towards B with it.
His justification was he needed more cash, so
Yeah.
SMG.
Yeah.
Right.
That's how we do it. All right, safe, they're right below you. Out middle already, double AWP in mid for Furia. And that Molly gives it away. He's not even going to take a shot for the gun. Through the Molotov. Oh, and it doesn't work. It's a literal 1G. That's where we're at right now. 13-7 and a 5-on-3 right now. Marex walks, but Queserato waits. And a 5-on-2 that Furia cannot wait to shut out. I think we're already there.
What a legacy Summit has left in Counter-Strike, you know?
Yeah,
I don't
the
think,
one he wanted.
I don't think anyone could have predicted it. I don't think he could have predicted it, but oh, he'll take it for sure.
Oh.
A 1G from Stair, the 17-year-old falls foul. And the double AWPs convert. 14 for Furia. If you were channeling your inner Rowls,
Yeah.
you know they've got double AWP. Am I being an idioto for asking for something a little bit quick and punishing?
Yeah, you could do A-smokes, you could run a B-exec. I mean, Furia are actually the best team to look at with the T-Sport exec on B with smokes that land on the arch side that you can just pop out with really good flashes. They love putting art there. You know, Sprout have that in their repertoire. I'd love to see it. Some way to get the hell out of middle. It's not done you any favors this half.
This is promising. On the minimap, it doesn't actually look like they're leaving Drop alone on the side that they intend to hit. They're going through the smoke. Flashes are up. This is quick. This is going to try and force an awkward retake. If Drop can just keep them at bay, they've taken down Art. Big start. Sprout already. Leg up in the round. Bodies dropping either side of the map, and the rest should be a formality. Just like that, the change of pace puts an 8th on the board. Sprout, necessary.
Yeah, Furia were leading out of the B site in that round. I imagine that's something they'll patch up in the next, but awkward start for them. Sprout at least find a flawless round so far, and that's reassuring for the money. If they were ever going to build back into this game, it needs to be clean. Nothing worse than winning a round and coming in with a worse buy in the follow-up. But Furia are looking to do exactly that. Take kills out at the end, drop in ladder, and stair-stepping. Oh dear, drops a dead man surely. They've got him locked from lower as well.
Ooh.
And if he doesn't run, the bomb might do it. 30 health, he knows. Oh, he lives with 5, and he does get his gun back, so not a complete waste. 8 rounds for Sprout, and they even keep the double AWP. They're going to try and do it right back to Furia. Will they have the same flair, the same finesse? Yet to be seen.
And this is where I'm just not qualified because, you know, it worked. It worked.
Yeah, Furia setup was not good for B, right? Like, they were leaning mid. They've been leaning mid all half because Sprout have been coming mid, often late, but still...
Sell it somehow. Sell it that you're still occupying middle and have someone worm their way in.
Yeah, Safe's got the best spawn with his AWP, so if he wants to cat jump to stop that, like, you know, Rouse came up cat that round to split the B side with him, he got a kill from it. If he wants to jump cat, he can do it. If he wants to be boosted B-apps, he can do it. The options are open, and it almost feels one-dimensional to do the same play again.
Yeah, Yuri's AUG also implies that he's going to try something different with his setup and with his responsibilities towards middle.
All right, Safe. Cat jump. Yeah, you know it.
He's nailed it. Now we'll cage Spitty's progress. Oh, you don't want to just go dry. Oh, you don't want to just go dry. He does walk straight on in. And now they will too. This is it. It's make or break, folks. Full commit from Sprout, and already Drop has contributed again. 3 remain. They're falling. Ooh. Dropping. Stair into the site with the bomb. The man with the plan and a lot of space. Bench yet to be cleared. Now they have. Drop goes down. There's another on short. That is the problem. That
of course.
is the problem. Stair knows who he's up against. Staring at the smoke. And we will see another Sprout round.
These are Furia-esque decisions, but it doesn't matter yet. But it's after a couple more, you start to, you know, Sprout start to get pumped up. Guys, we're still in this game. It's 14-7. We're winning rounds. You know, walking smokes in 2-on-2s, very art-esque. I do like that Drop, you know, he straps his helmet on in that round, drops a taco smoke, gets one, bails back, buys time at bench, finds a second before the trade comes in. It's a lot safer of a B approach. whereas the previous B rush was just Art and Market getting picked by Marek. So it's nicer. It's the 2-on-2 that FURIA kind of walk to their deaths in. Sprout are believing though, and FURIA should not waste this opportunity.
Should they lose, third stage loss bonus, they are all pretty much at the bottom of the barrel. Second stage, bad counting. They did lose just 2 rounds, so 2,400 will not be enough. Grouped up on A. I don't know whether this is the full commit, but it certainly looks like it, right? You've got the util to imply it. Palace isn't acknowledged and occupied. Art will embody a similar sentiment as he rotates through jungle. And that's a perfectly timed swing. Oh, and Slax catches safe as well. Straight through.
I mean, you don't get peeked on that first flash. Balls on K-Strata to hold the shot, but it only makes you discount Palace even more. 3-on-5, and Yuri's so committed he can't even escape yet. It's a top mid lurker trying to stop, rotates out. Beautiful kill from Rouse.
They lose everything.
Key. Yeah, watch out though. Next round, right? They're going to be broke, yes, but Art does have enough money to do what he does best and bring in a solo gun into the follow-up. And I have again seen FURIA win those rounds so many times.
But this is it, right? Like this is now a proper game for Sprout to try and take a head or two. Yuri will get away with his rifle. I wonder if Drop is going to have his plans foiled here. How much further does he want to walk this?
Big upgrade. 1 bullet.
Yeah, it would be. Oh. Nice. Rouse gets it. Rouse goes down. It's fine, but an AK-47 not to be retrieved. We will take a look at the funds, though, and it is an odd complexion. Yuri saves a rifle, has enough to drop another.
Yeah, 3 M4s.
Oh, it's 3 M4s and Eagles, is it? Or well, let's find out.
I'll be impressed if they don't. The only reason they wouldn't here is because they're going, all right, guys, let's not lose this game now. Yeah. Let's not, you know, this was done.
That's like a negative seed of doubt.
Yeah, of course.
So Yuri basically just gets himself a couple of extra nades by virtue of Art and a second rifle. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, I like this.
It's a compromise. It's a threatening compromise.
Yeah. Ooh, out mid. The boost is in the right place, and it's got a freebie. Rouse now knows, but can he stop it with a double swing? Yuri takes 2, and these are the rounds that FURIA live and die for. They dream about.
Let's just stop going middle. If I'm Sprout, let's just leave it. Slacks perhaps can stick around, but the Rifler's just not having fun there. There's Spitty late on the underpass to make it a competitive game. That AUG is the perfect weapon for the job on that duel. And now, just 2 remain, Slacks and Spitty, to try and solve this mystery. They can't lose to 2 rifles and empty USPs.
Oh, but they can.
Oh, but they can and they will, Hugo. They can and they will. They certainly might. K-Serrato deep clears Palace, returning to defend A from Palace, which is the last thing you're going to be clearing. They acknowledge it's a possibility.
Ooh, kill here.
Maybe. Brilliant. Okay, safe's gone. Now, Art was seen CT. K-Serrato. Unknown entity. Does he really want to peek? Yeah, I was going to say, you give him the info, that loses its potency. Oh, executed. Problem bigger for Spitty, and that's 15. They do it with 2 rifles, folks. FURIA constantly just laughing in the face of adversity.
I feel like they're just better when they have less because they come in with such a game plan every time. Like, these rounds have been super default on CT side. They've not really done anything special other than be double AWPing middle and you know, giving up B a lot, leaning heavy A. And right there, boom, you have 2 guns. You need to put them in good positions and you need to have pistols set them up. So FURIA come in with more of an idea of what to do, and boom, you immediately have a 5-on-3 and you just close the round from that point. So yeah, it's perfection, it's FURIA, and it's to be expected. But what does Sprout want to do to stop it? Still a winnable game in overtime. 5 in a row is required. Drop has deep nades. He's trying to take Apps back.
Yeah, and that flash, look at this. This is so calculated. He's going to be blind as a bat. Molotov him out. It's really not going to achieve anything. Enough tracer fire to confirm 2B. But what can you do with that? To be or not to be? It might be A.
Oh, the boost is perfect. They're holding it right now, but Stair's got nades out. Yuri spots the orb going through. Stair can see an angle that Art can't. Slacks with a missed shot. They're coming in quick. Rouse does get the entry, and Safe Scope will be heard up close. They know he's here. They're going to smoke him off. Blind shot will not connect, and Caserato burns out that man in middle. 3-on-4. FURIA set up for a CT retake. It's looking perfect.
This is for all the marbles, and Rouse is really delaying that plant.
Blimey.
Unlikely, but gets it down completely in the open. And now the bodyguard activates. Oh, Marek's one, Stair another. Only drop an Art here.
Nice kill.
Good trade. Art would have to go clutch on this.
Kit's around, he's gonna get it. Late reactivation, but Marek's wins the round on his own from default, hiding in, swinging off his teammate's contact, and it is gonna be a Sprout converting a very disadvantageous round. That risky open plant only allowed because FURIA was setting up a flash. 2 seconds later, that plant never comes in.
This was the flash that started FURIA, and hot pursuit of the 16th round, but denied. Rouse with good frags. Marek's the bodyguard. You can see a quick snap into Caserato's head before things got awkward. Rouse very susceptible to that fight. There was 2 coming from CT, and Marek's just dealt with all 3. Really good shooting from him.
All right.
Now they can really make this hurt.
Yeah. It's gonna have to be Smeeko rounds, right?
You'd be thinking about that.
Never know with these ecos for FURIA. You never know. Caserato has 5 grand. Does he just buy an AWP and give it to Art? Like, those are the rounds that FURIA do. This is nothing new. This has been going on for years. And even Sprout have to expect it. When they know the money's low, it's also not low.
Not low enough.
No.
For Art not to make a call. It does seem like they've tempered the beast.
That's the 14-7 back to 15-11 call.
Yeah, yeah.
We just want our full buy.
I'd like everything, would you? Yeah, me too, actually.
Ooh.
Sounds nice.
That gets heard. Rouse knows, steps on wood from the ramp. And it's a good clear. He's even ready for 2. Very aware. Stair with another. And it's a nice, clean anti-eco. You barely ever get these against FURIA. You'll take it.
Especially when you just have to cross your T's, dot your I's. And I don't think that middle will be the answer. I don't want to be seeing 3 Sprout members getting caught out by FURIA's mid-round moves. They've got so many of them for their mid-fights. They're coordinated and they're vicious. All of their success and all of their wins have come from more direct site commits.
Yeah. And that realization came through early in the half on B, right, when we realized FURIA weren't actually playing in the B-bomb site. But even now on A, Sprout, the last couple of A executes have been clean. And think about this, right? FURIA have not run a ramp setup. Okay, they've pushed Palace on an eco, but they've not done an AWP deep in A. Like, these are the things that now need to come out for FURIA, things they haven't tried yet in the map, because Sprout are starting to build back in.
Yeah, which might tempt you with that line of thinking to set up in a passive default and let the fight come to you, but there's always that switch FURIA can flick. They flick that switch and suddenly they give you nothing and you're tumbling into a site with 25 seconds left. Double AWP is indicative of that passive stance that we know FURIA can sometimes take. Sometimes being the operative word. 3 is the marker set. Sprout to try and go into overtime. This would be their 2nd overtime. They've managed to force 1 already. Double overtime, no less, on Inferno. And they're going for something quick. They're going for something quick. They're trying to catch him. Art's going to have to react with an AWP short. His drop as well with his util to buy time. Gets the info. Confirmation of a commitment. Straight in his slacks. The AWP are leading from the front line. Art is connected as well. And already 2 bodies down. Bomb committed. This is a disaster, Hugo.
It's not going to get any better, is it? Rouse is left mid to regroup with the team. Missed shots. Put Chop on the chopping block. Caserato on default has to swing wide and Safe helps him out. It's ready to close. It's ready to go. And it's FURIA with a series 2-0. They take it down a little bit scary in the middle there, but they'll be getting loud. They'll be hollering and screaming over the walls as FURIA do find a successful day in the office.
close to me. Going.
Good luck, man. I'm completely segregated. Kablamo! Whoa, with the breach! Holy moly!
Hey guys, how to breach.
Today we're gonna show you some... Never mind. Another?
Still not close enough to help you.
Okay, I'm nuts. You going for? There's
I
deep
wanna
people
go
and close.
I'll go for the deep people then.
Okay, I'll go for the close. I've whiffed, I've whiffed, I've whiffed. He has no idea. Oh!
No!
Just spiral back around. Oh, I see two.
Nice. Did you get a gun or not?
Yeah, I got one. I just see that
I got
one
this
now.
guy.
Nice.
I'll go for a gun. 2.
Okay, 2 spotted. They're both like there on that ping.
Nice.
Easy.
A matchup that ended sped fast, at least here. It looked like it from the FURIA side. Many moments of control displayed, and of course 16 being the final score they needed to achieve a victory, not only in the map of Mirage, but in the series as a whole. Welcome back to ESL Pro League's 15th frickin' season, y'all. And it's Yanko and Kassad, hot damn.
X-I-I-I-I-I. No, it's actually X3, Trace.
Yeah, because this would be like X-I-I-I. Caramba, Kassad.
I barely know Roman numbers. Just kidding. I know them all.
Okay, so start now.
So let's go.
Let's go right now.
Where do we go?
Just start count to 15.
I guess you can call this map a work of art.
Okay, now, okay.
Do I have it right?
Decent.
Work of art?
It was a work of art. Now, we did say a lot of things about Art coming into this game. What made him impactful here?
The Bison. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Aggressiveness. What do you mean? Like, it's always that.
Yeah.
He's not like, he doesn't have the sharpest aim or, you know, the best strats, but he's aggressive and he's crazy aggressive, and that's what we have. This is round number 4. Yeah, we have something that I want to show, like, that's just gonna, you know, kind of prove the madness of Furia's T side. It's round number 8, I believe, if you can show that, where they actually just started going towards A. I don't think this is the round, by the way.
No, it will be coming up after this shortly.
Yeah, this is just highlights.
So now that you've gotten yourself here, how do you get yourself out, Kassad?
I think they're just gonna.
Now that would be a work of art, Trace.
A work of art.
Keep talking about the fact that, you know, that Furia just keep running the same style they used to do, and just Sprout really kind of try to counter it by not taking the bite and not biting the fake, you know. And as soon as they stopped, you know, getting the opening kills, they started joining the madness, and it was all over for them at that point. Did I do it right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was decent. Now we're going to make you actually work. art rhymes with
Smart.
exactly, and that's exactly what he
gonna
displayed
say
in the
something
server.
else, but-
I imagine you were, but round 8, he had some impact, and Kassad, you had no problem pointing it out. Hell, you've never shut the hell up about it.
Yeah, this is the round number 8 I was talking about. They were just going like for a pick on ramp, and then there was Yuri getting a weird kill from Molly, and then all of a sudden it's a trade 1-for-1. After that, you will see 2 players just coming back to holes. You see them rotating, coming back to holes. They're just walking out. There is no way you would expect something like that from any team except Furia right now. You can see the drive walking out. They're going to catch a guy on default, and then you can see Op jumping just to be spotted and so they can trade him. And all that, they get the A site, and you know, round is pretty much over after that one.
Basically a commentator, Kassad. What's your takeaway, Yanko?
Yeah, I think it was actually a really, really good call, right? Also killing, I think Yuri is the A player as well for them. So, you know, killing that guy in apps, you're thinking, okay, we got that part of the map clear. We're not going to worry about it. Furia takes advantage of it, catches them off guard. The ramp part was a little bit of the, you know, the crazy one, but other than that, it's actually
He was just
really
pulling the
good
tension to himself. And there is a specific timing for this kind of madness, you know. If they were like 5 seconds later, I don't think it would work. If like 5 seconds earlier, probably it wouldn't work either. So they just got the right call at the right time, and that's art again, Trace.
Yeah. Like he said, yeah. There's
Command
a
hand.
Command hand is out. It looks something like this. You want to keep it at a nice 45. Anyway, point being, we're going to hear from the coach of Furia. That's Gary, in case you didn't know.
What's up, Gary?
What up?
I am joined by the coach of Furia, of course. It's none other than Gary. Or how you would say, like, parabéns?
Yes,
Parabéns, Gary. Like, you get another win in your pocket. So basically, you added another name into your Death Note?
Yeah, Death Note.
Your Death Note. We're getting there. Yeah, but when it comes to your team, we definitely can see that like the addition of a main Oper like really changed like what is happening on the server. Is it noticeably way easier for the IGL, for R, like to actually now focus on leading the team?
Yeah, it's not easy because Art have his style, but we are adapting our style to play with safe. It's not like a fast path, but we are doing a great job. You are practicing a lot and have a lot of good conversations. So I'm happy with the team right now. So my goal and the team goal is to go to playoffs. Yeah.
I mean, definitely. I mean, you are on your way to the playoffs. Your next 3 opponents will be Ants, is going to be FaZe, and is going to be Vitality. Who do you think is going to be like the hardest team to beat right now?
I think right now Ants is the hottest team in the group because they already won against Vitality and FaZe, right? Mm-hmm. So I think it will be a great match because they are aggressive too. Oh, that's it.
But how would you compare like this roster to the one that had Henny? Do you think like this one has like more potential, or like basically what do you think about it?
Yeah, Henny, he's a really good player and he has a lot of experience. So and Safe has both too. I think we are getting there in the level we were with Henny into 2020. But I'm really confident that we can like pass that level.
But when you write down things in your Death Note, do you imagine yourself like Yagami Light, who's like just writing down and being like super dramatic? Is that like what the fantasy that you're living?
Yeah, the next name in the Death Note, it's Vitality, right? So yeah, tomorrow. See you guys.
Okay then, good luck. Thank you very much. Muito obrigado.
De nada.
Get them Brazilian followers, Trace.
Obrigado. I love Brazil.
I love how he said like we are like adapting our style, and then we see the clip where he's jumping through the smoke with an op.
They're adapting it, right?
That's the
And
evolution
also,
of
that's
the
not
style.
how the Death Note works. You don't put the names in after you beat them. You do it before.
God, good
You
grief.
can't. The trash talk is no use after the fact. Like
It's
trash
true.
talk before, then you prove it on the
Actually,
server
you need to trash talk in the middle of the game.
as well. Yeah,
Just to kind of throw that, extra, we'll say psychological warfare almost. It does
Absolutely.
tend to work. Simphis used to be one of the best. In fact, at that alone.
then he found out about the gym.
And now he's probably one of the strongest men
Alive.
Yeah, in fact, watch
The
out.
size of those quads.
Yeah, they were going to cast him instead of the Mountain, but turns out negotiations fell through for Game of Thrones. Furia up 2-0. Ents also 2-0.
They couldn't provide a steady dose of Adderall for him, or what?
I don't know, man. I don't know anything about
that?
any of that. What I do know is that Kassad would love to tell me about how Sprout are going to bounce back and make it to the playoffs.
Well, how can I tell you that? That was straight up lying.
That's not the best stat.
Lying?
Just lying to people here, yeah.
Okay, then.
You're lying about your age, not 33.
I'm not lying about my age. I'm 27. What do you mean?
27.
Younger than me.
27, and then give or take a couple.
Hey, but what a position for FURIA and Entropiq. After day 2, both 2-0 up. One of those two teams is still to play each other, so one of them is going to be in the playoffs. For sure.
For sure.
And Ents is about to play Sprout too.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in the playoffs, right? So what does that mean, Trace?
Hence the tone.
It means that Sprout probably won't make it.
What about FaZe, Vitality, and, Jame and the boys?
I believe in the Outsiders' capabilities, but I do say that FaZe needs to wake up from whatever dream they just had.
This next game is like a high-pressure game. Like, I feel whichever team loses, they're not going to be in the playoffs, Trace.
Yeah, we're talking about Outsiders v FaZe, which will be coming up shortly. As you can tell, Yakinder and company just trying to get in the mood, get in the rhythm for their rhyme.
The thing is, like, whoever loses is in a position that they have to win all 3 games, and they have to face Vitality.
And then some.
They have to face Vitality is one of those 3 games, and then winning that.
Oh, Vitality. Oh.
So, are you afraid of Vitality, or should everybody else be afraid of Vitality? You know what? Don't answer that. It's fine, Kassad. Thank you so much, gentlemen.
That'll be anything. Never mind.
Yanko and Kassad and myself done for the day. We're going to pass the reins over to Paul and company for some more ESL Pro League Season 15 regular season. Thank you so much, Yanko. Just always appreciated.
Caralho. Always there for you, Trace.
It's the wrong one again.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
Choose nades, choose a smoke, choose a flashbang. Choose team badges to support your favourite CSGO team. Choose an ESEA Premium membership. Choose routes you know bring in wins. Choose pro video tips. Choose the fan club wars. Choose behind the scenes content. Choose good grades. Choose guns you know you can shoot right. Choose bingo. Choose the equipment you know is going to get your team the win thanks to heat maps. Choose the CSGO Hub Premium, the complete package to help you and your squad achieve all your CSGO goals.